guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. We're gonna go ahead and get this general love reading. Please keep in mind that these are general messages, so they may or may not apply to you and your situation, and that is okay. It is what a TI is. Now let's go ahead and get into it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all those good things. Thank you, thank you. So this is a situation where this is the calm after the storm. This is the part where the hardest part is over, or the worst part is over, but there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of cleanup to be done. Hey, there's a lot of healing that needs to take place, new actions in order to create a firm foundation. But I feel like this is also the part where, you know, you and this person, whether this is a past person or a present person, where y'all are honest with each other, where you really get down to the nitty-gritty of what's going on, what's happening, how did this, how did you get to the situation, what can you do better next time, what will truly help you move forward, and also indicate what toxicities that need to be discussed. Okay, there's still a lot of love here. Let's see. There's a lot of releasing, and it's in order for this to truly flourish. This is a situation where once y'all get through it, you can't continue to reference it and go back to it and throw it in a person's face unless they are truly exhibiting those same behaviors, right? But yeah, this is one of them situations where once you're done, you're done. Once this is over and it's talked about, honesty and all this good stuff happens, it's over. Okay. There could have been some sneakiness here. There could have been some, shadiness here. It could have been the air of like, someone was being dishonest and wasn't telling the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So it's like you was trying to figure out what was going on. Trying to catch a person in a lie, trying to see what's happening. Let's see. What the hell is going on between the sheets in my home? Okay. It don't necessarily have to be a cheating situation, but someone could have just been tiptoeing around something and putting something off and procrastinating, giving you what you need, or neglecting you in some way, shape, or form, which would make you think like, okay, well, if you're giving all this energy elsewhere, who or what are you giving this energy to? Because you ain't giving it to me, so who the fuck you giving it to, right? I feel like there's a lot of truth about to be coming out from that. Or, you're finally getting clarity on that. And this has created a very hostile environment. This has created a lot of, arguments or assumptions and stuff like that. I just heard one-sided. Yeah, for some of you, it could have been a sneaky link situation. Or you could have felt like a person is treating you like you're the sneaky link or something like that. Just keeping things on the hush hush. It don't necessarily have to be that, but it's that's the energy, right? Let's see. And we're going to get into, how this person wants to move forward and all that good stuff in just a little bit, but we just kind of getting into what, what the issues are. But in this energy, to you, it was like, you know what? This is the last straw. This is too much. It could have been having you feeling really down, or, you know, you could just feel, because you know that something is wrong, but you didn't have the clarity, it just really had you down in the dumps, or it just had you feeling like, you know, it's like, you know that you're not crazy, your intuition is telling you certain things, and you're trying to give a person the benefit of the doubt, but it's just like this gut-wrenching feeling, and you're like, you know what, I shouldn't have to deal with this, I can't take this, and shouldn't have to. For some of you, this person was trying to provoke you, or trying to see what would happen if they did certain things. Like what would be the consequence, or how would you react or respond to certain situations? So this could have been a test, but it seemed like it was something more, but it was really something less. Oh, bars. Or it could have been you, because you weren't getting the information that you needed. So you were trying to provoke, you know, get answers out of a person by baiting a reaction, you know? Thank you, Guillermo. Hi, Daniel. Because sometimes we work ourselves up, and you may get a certain energy, but it's not necessarily what you thought it was. Sometimes when we think the worst, it really is the least of your worries. But you just knew something was off. You just knew something was off. You just couldn't put your mind. I mean, you know, you couldn't put your finger on it. But it was just like, you know what? You just got tired of it. You're like, you know what? It is what it is. It'll come to me. I'm not going to work myself over it. I'm not going to give them the reaction that they want. I'm going to continue to live my life, even though this shit is hurting me. I'm going to keep it pushing, because I still have my individuality. I'm still an individual person. I still have things to do, but we will revisit this later. Yeah. Now, I feel like whatever was going on with this person, whatever was causing the separation or the procrastination or hesitation in coming forward, you know, with whatever they needed to tell you, or with whatever, you know, was going on with them, they have been doing a lot of soul searching, okay? And this person, they definitely know that they want to be with you. They're just trying to figure out a few things in their own head, in their own mind, whilst going through some things, okay? This gives a very overwhelmed energy. So it's like, while you're overwhelmed because of them not saying anything, they are overwhelmed because of other things that they're going through. You just don't know about it, but you could be picking up on their anxiety, or you could be picking up on their overwhelming energy with whatever it is they have going on with themselves, because y'all are connected. So it could have been that, but like I said, you know, whatever. Yeah, look, my boo. Official status, exclusive relationship, seeing each other openly. So that's for those who felt like you know, a person was treating you like a secret. If they were doing that, and that, you know, put you in a odd place or an awkward place, they're about to be ready to make things official. Now, for those of you who y'all were already, you know, official, out in the open, this person's about to be ready to go to the next level as far as marriage or engagement, or doing something that would solidify y'all's union. Okay. For some of you, it could be pregnancy. Okay. Yep, knocked up, pregnancy baby on the way, expecting. So yeah, that's definitely a way to solidify connection. Wow. Okay. Now, for some of you, the confession or, whatever they've been hiding could have been about financial situations. We got repo, default on payments, financially incapable, and repossessed assets. So this could be the thing. They could be, feeling like they don't want to tell you, or they don't want to stress you out. They don't want to tell you what's really going on because they just want to find a solution. But they're in a place where they can't find a solution right now. They just have to kind of live in the trouble. You know what I'm saying? They just have to live in the fact of that they can't figure this out right now. It could be too much. Hey, country love, how are you? Yeah, so that could be the thing. Like I said, it don't necessarily have to be cheating all the time. There are so many other things in the world that's happening besides that. So this person could literally just be drowning in debt and just trying to get themselves out of it, especially if you are pregnant, or if y'all are trying to cultivate something. And let's say this person was supposed to be the breadwinner and the bread ain't coming in, the loaf is burnt, ain't no money coming. That could definitely, make a person just kind of step back and, especially when you have pride, and especially if it's the masculine, they're just trying to figure out the solution instead of continuing to complain about it. So it's like, instead of complaining about it, they'd rather just go through it, on their own, and come back with something valuable, come back with the money, come back with the bread. Okay. So, and for some of you, this is where the healing will begin, because you'll find out like, okay, it's not the worst. It's not what you thought it was. So it's like, okay, cool. Now that I know it's not the worst thing, now we can work through this. But that still doesn't negate the fact that you felt the type of way while this was happening. So while this was happening, this also brought out trust issues, or the fact that you still do have trust issues, even though some of you thought you may have healed from that, but you thought you healed from it, but you were still triggered. And the fact that you were still triggered just showed that not only do they have something to work on, but you have something to work on. Both of y'all definitely got to, work on communication, but triggers from old situations definitely need to be dealt with. And that can be dealt with by speaking to your person about that and letting them know that, hey, this triggered me because of my past situations, but now that I know that, this is not what was going on, or it wasn't what I thought it was, it still triggered me, but now I just would like for us to come up with a plan, or continue to be together and understand that regardless if it is still a situation where there's trouble, you still need to know, because it's worse not knowing. It's worse when you just leave a person in a situation where you just don't know anything, So, yeah. Okay, that was a lot. Yeah, look, detective snooping, digging for dirt, accusations. See, when you ain't talking, when you ain't communicating, oh, that makes you want to do some digging. That makes you want to do some accusing. That makes you wants to go snooping around, because it's like, well, you're not talking to me, so I got to do my own investigative work. Okay. Yeah, I got to find the evidence. I got to see what's going on. Receipts. Some of you may find out that this person has been going through a series of tests regarding temptation. It seems like your person may have been going through a lot of attacks in one, a lot of different types of attacks in one. But for some of you, this could have been a situation where Exactly, country, exactly. And I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. But this could be a situation too where someone may have tried to seduce your partner, or they wanted to tempt them to betray you or something like that. But you'll find out if you do go do the digging, because we got detective, snooping, digging for dirt, accusations. Then we got receipts, evidence, guilty as charged and exposed, and cop blocking, inaccessible third-party interferences, and failed sexual attempts. So you may actually come finding out, if you do some digging and snooping, that your person actually didn't do nothing. Your person actually passed the test. Your person didn't fall for the bullshit. But your anxiety could have came from feeling that the other person was trying to get your person to bite the bullet. Okay? But that may come up too, because this is still over confessions. So it could be many things. Okay? It could be many things, many things. Okay. So let's see. So now, if you haven't already, then you're about to be at that stage of healing, at that stage of communication, at that stage of, just truly being open and honest and saying, you know what, okay, we are going to stop these toxic ways because we understand that it's unhealthy and we cannot continue to move forward like this. And so this is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to let everything out. We're going to do what we need to do, and we're going to come together. Okay, and that's where the healing begins, is with honesty. So let's see. Because it looks like you definitely do get through it. Because it was definitely a time where that person could have left you on red, or they just wasn't in the mood to get into it, or like something just could have been so overwhelming where they're like, I just can't even deal with it today, because they can't even really deal with themselves. They definitely can't deal with your emotions and everybody else's emotions around them, but that still doesn't make it right that they did it. Because when you're in a relationship, hey, fierce one, how are you? When you're in a relationship, that it takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. And regardless of what you feeling, you don't want to stress a person out, you're still stressing the person out when you ain't communicating. Okay. Okay, so what's next? What's next? What's next? Someone may be trying to come in between y'all. So okay, so let's go with the story of, okay, your person didn't take the bait, right? This person, they try this. Let's say this woman, they try to seduce your man, or vice versa. And they're like, you know you want this. And they're like, no, I don't want this. I already got somebody. And they didn't fall for it. They didn't take the bait. Well, that person could retaliate by trying to put your person on blast, trying to out your person, maybe try to make a viral post, maybe post something on Facebook, or come to you as a woman, or all these different type of things. But what I'm getting is, whatever it is that they do have, let's say if they came up with some text messages, right? That shit may be from 2010. You know what I'm saying? That shit may be from freaking 2021. So, if that does occur, you'll just have to be careful with believing another person so easily. Now, let's say if your person, was a convicted felon, right? Let's say that they had robbed a store before, or, when they were younger, they had a reputation of doing illegal things, right? But your person, they're on a straight and narrow now. They're changed, they're a different person. There may be someone that try to throw dirt on their name. Like, oh, this person stole from me, and y'all already know who this person is. Y'all already know that how they get down. You know what I'm saying? This person, they was doing this and doing that. They stole from me. They stole from Linda across the street. They did this. They did that. This person, they can't be trusted. They need to be locked up and thrown away the key. Meanwhile, whatever evidence they do have is old as hell, or it's not even pertaining to them at all. But they try to make it that way, and it's easy to sway people online. Okay, it's easy to do that. So, you know, just somebody just trying to make your person look bad, and your person, they're just mad because they didn't get what they wanted from your person. You know, that hell, that same person could have asked them for some money, and because they didn't give it to them, they just want to put them on blast because they just a hater. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. Okay, what else? What's coming up next for this relationship? Ooh, fuego, chemistry, intense passion, and things are heating up. So the spark is coming back. The spark is coming back. Okay, the money is too. The money is too. The money's coming back as well. So for those who, you know, we're having the financial issues, money is definitely coming. And y'all are going to be relearning each other. I feel like the thing about y'all's connection that makes it great is that y'all will continue to evolve. That's what's going to make the situation better and beautiful and more healthy, is that y'all understand reinventing yourselves and continuing to learn each other. But as long as y'all come together and communicate and all the things, y'all will be fine. And I feel like going through this situation is going to restore that faith and that love and loyalty, you know, within each other. And it's going to make for an unbreakable bond. Okay. Through the typical difficulties, unbreakable. Okay. This love is unbreakable. Oh, yeah. All right. We got lift off, fast action, progression forward, and the wait is over. Okay, so finally, y'all get to move on. Y'all get to be in a better place. Money, stability, loyalty, and love is coming back through and through this situation, through this connection. And you know how, whatever the stagnancy was, whether it was communication or physical actions, you will start to see a huge improvement in those quickly. Okay. Ooh, shook, plot twist, unexpected event, and sudden change. What's that about? Okay. What's the plot twist here? What's the plot twist? Wow, okay. So some sort of celebration here is in order. Some good news. What's the good news? What's the good news? Pinnacle of success. Celebrate life. A few weeks. Summertime. So something's about to come to where you get some good news. This could be an approval. This could be, like I said, more money. This could be a promotion for some of you. Okay, your person is going to do something very sweet for you. This could be them bringing you some sort of gift. Okay, this could be a proposal as well for some of you, because we do have wedding rings here. It's something very thoughtful. Very, very thoughtful. Something that y'all wanted to happen is coming to fruition. Let's say if you were trying to get a home together. Okay, you finally are able to sign on a home. Or let's say if you was, trying to get a car, that's coming. If you want to get pregnant, you're getting pregnant. If you wanted to go on a vacation, you go on a vacation. If you wanted a promotion, you get a promotion. You want to start a business is successful. Something like that. Yeah, for some of you, it's going to be a promotion, or you start to see improvement within your business. Yeah, you start to see improvement within your business, especially because you're committed to it. Yeah, your person, they want to shift the energy. Your person is definitely going to be bringing you some sort of gift or some sort of unexpected surprise, and they're ready to do something differently. I feel like this person was used to operating in a certain way, which is why they handled this situation, how they handled it. But they realized that they can't do that. They can't do it how they did it with other people in other situations and other relationships. They must move in a different manner, and they must do it way better than they did before. Because with the type of person that you are, they don't have to do things the way that they did before because of how you operate. They don't have to do that. This is very spiritual. This is very beautiful. This is very divine. And so I feel like, they're about to be in a space where they start to recognize that, wow, this is really different. And so I need to step it up. I need to shift gears. I need to make this this relationship a priority. I really got some work to do, and it's kind of like a let's start over type of energy. And they're going to be dedicated and committed to doing this. That they're going to be ready to put in the work. They know they got some making up to do. So you're going to see a sudden change within this person. They're stepping it up. King of Cups energy. They understand that you need more emotionally and spiritually. And so they're going to start considering your feelings a lot more. I feel like before they didn't have to do that. Before it really didn't matter. But they understand that with you, it definitely matters. It's not one size fits all. Each person that you date is a different person. So you must move differently within those situations. Okay. Yeah, look at this 3 of Wands, manifesting your dreams. Like I said, for some of you, it could be a vacay, or y'all could be getting married, something like that. But it says manifesting your dreams, manifesting big developments, travel for pleasure, work, or love, level up and progress. So this is big changes happening. It's like nothing was happening at all, and then everything was happening. Okay. It might even scare you a little bit because you're like, damn, well, I didn't expect all of this. And it's like, yeah, expect all of that. Yeah, so this could be happening within this next 3 to 4 weeks. And marriage is coming up again. Yeah, some of you could just go to the courthouse and get married with this 6 of Wands. But when I see the 6 of Wands, that's like a certificate of some sort, or something official, like you're coming out, okay? It's out in the public, that's everybody can see it. Wow, okay. Yeah, big changes are coming. Okay, anything else? Wow. This is awesome. Okay. Anything else? And you're being called to have patience. Glow up. All right, let's pull just a few more. This love is unbreakable. For some of you, a partner could have been battling addictions, and that could have been, you know, the big situation that was causing separation, and this person is working on it. This person is going to start taking responsibility for that. Hey, Smurf Nacho, how are you? Where you been? Yeah, they're ready to put their heart on the line for you. Look, look at this. The real deal with the ring. Do you see it? I'm telling you. Somebody is ready, and that's right over wedding rings. Look. Think I'm bullshitting? Look. Yeah, they ready to tie the knot for some of you. Yeah, I'm hearing Usher and Wale. I've been making plans for you. Baby, matrimony. Is that what it's called? Baby, I've been making plans for you. Yeah. Messenger. Okay, so if you've been in no contact, this person's going to be messaging you. Yeah, they're going to be sweeping you off your feet. Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing the realest shit I ever wrote. Yeah, they're going to be like really getting into their feelings here. Standards and boundaries. Okay, so y'all are going to be setting expectations, okay, as well as boundaries, and letting each other know what's going to fly and what's not going to fly from both people. Some of you could be long distance, which is why communication would definitely be if y'all are in a long distance situation, okay, it's good to see you too, Smurf Nacho. If y'all have been long distance, baby, when they see you, it's gonna be real deal Holyfield. Passionate. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Let's just go with that. It's gonna be very passionate. Okay. Yeah. Gonna be a lot of love making. Okay. Yeah, rendezvous. See, and look, in the spotlight, I told y'all, in the spotlight and attention. Yeah, y'all gonna make something official. There's gonna be a big announcement of some sort coming up for y'all. Look at this, blessing in disguise. What's this blessing in disguise? What's this blessing in disguise? Oh. There could be some inheritance coming. Excuse me. There could be some inheritance coming. There's some big money coming here. That's the blessing. especially for those who had financial troubles. Yeah, the justice card, it's like a legal situation. Yeah, and I see life lessons as well. Okay, so it's like y'all really have to go through this to appreciate the better version. It's just like how people used to say, like, you know, no matter what type of house you live in, you need to respect your space, right? Because if you don't even respect your space in a house that's not even that, you know, well built or well taken care of, right? Or let's say if you have a smaller space, if you're not taking care of that smaller space, you're not going to appreciate the bigger space. Period. So it's like y'all being in these predicaments is definitely going to make it to where you're going to appreciate the better situation. Yeah, so some of you, y'all got a lot of money coming through, or some sort of settlement is happening, or coming here financially. Oh my God, look at this. Y'all got a brand new beginning coming. And I done told y'all, look at this. Ace of Swords, that's clarity, okay? Answers, epiphanies, vision, truth, ideas. And you also got the Four of Wands, a wedding, homecoming, united lover returns, a celebration or a party. So again, some of you could be getting married. Some of you could be reuniting with your partner and y'all getting married. Like the next time y'all see them. Hello, God's Harness. How are you? So it's like, so for some of you, this break could have just been them getting it together. Them, you know, trying to do whatever they needed to do to progress the situation more quickly. They were trying to get y'all into alignment. For some of you, this could be happening in the next 8 days, but it's going to be happening pretty quickly. So like I said, super stagnant to super progressive. Okay. So, yeah, this is beautiful. Okay. Well, this turned out better than I thought it would. Wow. So there's a lot of different type of blessings here on the board that's coming to this relationship. So just hold on. Just hold on. Y'all about to skip to the good part. Okay. So let's skip to the good part. Yeah, y'all about to skip to the good part. All these things that y'all just went through was not in vain. Not at all. All these things that y'all just went through, with what y'all about to go through, all that, it's like, it's just gonna make it worth it. It's gonna make it worth it. It just is. Okay, so, wow, they do love you. All right, I hear that. Hold on, I'm coming home. Just hold on, I'm coming home. Going home. Yes, that's Drake. It's hard to do these things alone. Just hold on, we're going home. Yeah, it is. Yep. Yep, that is Drake. Drake going home. Yeah, so that's another thing. So if your person was in the military, they drive trucks, they do something to where they have to be gone for a substantial amount of time, they'll be coming home soon. They're gonna be coming home soon. So get ready. Okay. This was the love message. Thank y'all so much for liking and subscribing and all the good things. Check out the Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, Gemini, Sagittarius, and whoever else I did under my live tab on my channel. I just posted them yesterday and the day before. So go and check those out, okay? Thank y'all so much for the love and support. I love y'all so much. And I'm about to get ready to do live paid readings within the next 15 minutes if you'd like to come back. And make sure if you subscribe that you click the notification bell and push all so that you can know so you can get notified when I come on live, because I do come on live for paid questions very frequently throughout the week. Okay, and you never know when I'm gonna post something else. So you want to stay in the loop, that's how you do it. All right, I'm about to go. I hope you have a beautiful night, morning, or rising, I like to say, afternoon, whatever time of day that you're watching this. I hope you have a beautiful time. Okay, love you. Toodles. Got a blast.